Emperor penguins spend their entire lives on Antarctic ice and in its waters. They survive breeding, raising young, and eating by relying on a number of clever adaptations. But emperor penguins, like many species on Earth, face a very uncertain future, which is dependent on people working together to reduce carbon pollution. So in this video, we're going to discuss emperor penguins are now a threatened species due to climate change. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The US government warned that the emperor penguin of Antarctica is in danger of going extinct because of rising global temperatures and a loss of sea ice. Due to declining sea ice levels, the emperor penguin population in Antarctica is in grave danger and has been given endangered species protections, the US wildlife authorities recently announced. The flightless seabirds will receive new protections under the Endangered Species Act, ESA. The federal agency lists imperiled species as endangered or threatened regardless of their country of origin. The wildlife agency said a thorough review of the evidence, including satellite data from 40 years, showed the penguins aren't currently in danger of extinction, but rising temperatures signal that it is likely. The agency's review followed a 2011 petition by the environmental group Center for Biological Diversity to list the bird under the Endangered Species Act. Climate change has caused colonies to experience breeding failures, according to the government. The Halley Bay colony in the Weddell Sea, the second largest emperor penguin colony in the world, experienced several years of poor sea ice conditions, leading to the drowning of all newborn chicks beginning in 2016, the government said. Tuesday's designation was described as a warning that emperor penguins need urgent climate action in order to survive by Shay Wolf, the climate science director at the Center for Biological Diversity. The penguins' very existence depends on whether our government takes strong action now to cut climate-heating fossil fuels and prevent irreversible damage to life on Earth, Wolf said. The 1973 Endangered Species Act is credited with bringing several animals back from the brink of extinction, including grizzly bears, bald eagles, gray whales, and others. The law has frustrated some drilling and mining industries, among others, which can be stopped from developing areas deemed necessary for species survival. The Endangered Species Act is the world's strongest environmental law that's intended to prevent extinction and foster the recovery of at-risk species, according to a news release from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, a research facility in Massachusetts. A listing under the Act encourages international cooperation on conservation strategies, and although the species is not found within the United States, federal agencies must now ensure that their projects that emit large amounts of carbon pollution do not threaten the penguin or its environment. Stephanie Genevieve, an associate scientist and seabird ecologist at Woods Hole, said in the news release, "We should draw inspiration from the penguins themselves. Only together can penguins brave the harshest climate on Earth, and only together can we face a difficult climate future." In 2014, the agency agreed that the animal may be endangered because of climate change but did not take action. 5 years later, the center sued the Trump administration for failing to act on the petition. Emperor penguin populations are currently stable, but the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has determined that the species is in danger of extinction in the foreseeable future if no action is taken. Along the coast of Antarctica, there are approximately 61 breeding colonies, and the size of the population is estimated to be between 270,000 and 280,000 breeding pairs, or 625,000 to 650,000 individual emperor penguins. According to officials, the Ross and Weddell Seas are popular locations for the species, and populations there are likely to remain stable. But emperor penguin populations in the Indian Ocean and Western Pacific Ocean, as well as the Belancion and Asmundon sea sectors, both located near Antarctica, are projected to decline more than 90% because of the melting sea ice. While this estimated decline is concerning, listing the emperor penguin as threatened under the ESA comes while there is still time to present the species from extinction, the service wrote in the news release. These flightless birds breed in the winter. After a courtship of several weeks, a female emperor penguin lays one single egg and then leaves. Each penguin egg's father balances it on his feet and covers it with his brood pouch, a very warm layer of feathered skin designed to keep the egg cozy. There, the males stand for about 65 days through icy temperatures, cruel winds, and blinding storms. Finally, after about 2 months, the females return from the sea, bringing food they regurgitate or bring up to feed the now hatched chicks. The males eagerly leave for their own fishing session at sea, and the mothers take over care of the chicks for a while. As a way to allow further conservation of the emperor penguin species, the threatened listing includes a rule that will streamline ESA compliance by providing exceptions for activities permitted by the National Science Foundation under the Antarctic Conservation Act. Section 4G of the Endangered Species Act directs the Secretary of the Interior and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to issue regulations deemed necessary and advisable to provide for the conservation of threatened species. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. That was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.